Hey everybody, this is the Montana Bushcraft bringing you another video, and today it's just going to be another another informational video, and today it's going to be about the K-Bar USMC. So we'll go ahead and get started here. So first of all, it comes in this box. Mine did anyways. And then here's the knife. Comes a little protective guard on here, and it also comes with a little, kind of like a little manual thing, storing it, cleaning it, and a little bit about the product itself. And on the other, when you fold it all the way out, it comes with this little poster kind of thing. That's a nice knife right there, also the BK2. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I'm looking forward to getting one of those. So anyways, enough about the BK2. This is the sheath that it comes with. And I've already opened it, and that's why you see these little scratches right here, is because I've already put it in the sheath. That's that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and move this box out of the way. Take that out of the way. Okay, so the knife fits right in there. It fits nice and snug actually. And it comes with a little snap-on. I'm sure a lot of you already know about these, but in case you don't, I just want to show you a little bit more about it. And this comes with the belt loop. And before I go into aspects, or not aspects, but the details of this knife, I'd like to let you know that this actually started being produced in World War II, which I'm sure a lot of you already know, but it's also been adopted, or it's, other than the World War II, it's also been in the Korean War, the Vietnam War, Desert Storm, and also Iraqi freedom. So with that said, that's one of the reasons why I bought this knife, is because it's been proven to work very well. And besides the Marine Corps, this has been adopted by the Army, the Navy, the Coast Guard, also the Underwater Demolitions Team. So if all those military branches can take one knife and adopt it into it, then you know it's going to be a good knife. So with that said, that's one of the reasons why I bought this knife. Another reason is because it has American history to it. Not this particular knife, but the aspect of it, and then where it originated from. So with that said, this is the USMC K-Bar, and it's a straight edge. You can also get it in serrated, which is from about there or so, but I don't like serrations or serrated knives that much. I have one, and I don't have much use for them. So I got mine as a straight edge, but you can get yours as serrated if you like them. The weight is just a little under a pound. It's about 0.7 pounds. And I mean, it's a heavy duty knife. And again, or also the steel is 1095 Crovan. The HRC on this is 56 to 58. It's also, as you can see, it's a fixed blade. It goes from the tip all the way to the butt. Let me see if you can. There's where the end of it is there. Okay, so it goes all the way through this knife. I've been hearing that there's been a few people that have had problems with it breaking right here, which I don't know what they were doing to make it break right there, but that's probably where the weakest point is where the metal thins or starts getting thinner. So I mean, I wouldn't want to chop down a tree with this, and I don't know, there's a lot of things I wouldn't do with it, but there's a lot of things I would do with it also. The blade length itself, from where the guard is to the tip, is 7 inches. So this whole length is 7 inches. The overall length from the butt of it all the way to the tip is just barely under a foot. I think it's 11 inches and 7/8 of an inch. So I mean it's almost a full foot. The grind on this also is, I believe it's a flat grind. If I remember correctly, it's a flat grind. The edge angle is 20 degrees. There's a lot of different ways that you can sharpen your knife, and one of them that I've found out about is you can take a piece of wood, cut it at the degree that you want, and make sure that you're right, 20 degrees or 15 degrees or whatever, if you're using a whetstone. And then you can put the block on there, put the knife on there, and then use it. I've personally never tried it because I don't have a whetstone. Usually when I use my knives, I use them until they're dull, to the point that I can't cut anything, and then I just, toss them aside. The handle material, which is right here, from what I understand is this is just, I believe it's leather. It's like leather O-rings that they put together and they put resin in it and they squished it. Kind of like plywood kind of stuff, but it's made out of leather O-rings. And then it's got little divots in here. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divots. So it helps you if your hands are wet, you can hold on to it a little bit better, and all the sweat and everything goes, or the water or anything goes into these little divots. Let me see if you can see them here. I'll move out of the way so you can kind of see. There you go. See? Let's see here. The butt cap, which is, again, this end piece right here, it's powdered metal. I'm not sure exactly if it's the same kind of 1095 or if it's a different kind of steel. I couldn't find out if it was any different or not. The knife itself, which is, made in the U.S., and it says on here, it says Olean, New York, or NY. Whether that's, I think that's where it's made from. I don't know. I just know that it's American made. And then the sheath is made in Mexico, and I gotta say the quality of this is actually pretty nice. It's yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, it holds it in there nice and snug. And the blade, let me see here, the blade actually ends right about here. So when you put a lanyard in here, in this little hole, you won't have to worry about it getting cut. They made it long enough that it won't cut it, which is a nice aspect. Actually, the end's right about here. So that's a good thing about that. I know there's been other knives, and I got one too, that the lanyard, or where the hole is, they didn't really think of it too well, and they put it right where the blade was and they cut it. I had a saw like that too, a little folding saw. So they did really well on this for the sheath also, and I'm very impressed with it. And the snap-on button is pretty heavy duty from what it looks like so far. I'm really excited. Well, I'm always excited to try new knives. This one I'm really excited also. The Helion Elite, I think, is the #1 knife that I'm very anxious to try. But this would probably be my second. Just because it has so much rich history to it, and it's served its purpose ever since World War II. And then, let's see here, the thickness right here, that thickness is what was it, 0.165, I think, 0.165. When I looked on the website for K-bar, I think that's what it said, but it didn't say. I think it's millimeters. Yeah, it's probably millimeters, so 0.165 millimeters. And it's pretty heavy duty. It's got the little, what is it, blood ring or something like that, or some, I don't remember exactly what they call it. They got the little blood thingy on here. And then this is kind of like my Bowie. It's kind of like a Bowie knife aspect on the front here. It's got the same thin part right here and everything, and I'm looking forward to trying this knife out. Let's see, what else can I say about this? Oh, I was looking on YouTube, and I think, who was it? I think it was Prepper Mind 101, I think is his name. He did a kind of like a little review about this also, and I think he tested it too. But he was saying something about some kind of O-rings. I think it was like 15 gauge or 10 gauge O-rings. If you want to do this, you can take them and just put them in the slots right here. So, I mean, I'm going to keep mine the way it is. I like it this way, but if you don't like the little inlets, I think he was saying that you could put, it was either 10 gauge or 15 gauge O-rings, and they fit nice and snug in these. They won't come out, so it makes it a little more better, a little easier to hold. Let's see here. I think that's really all I know about this knife, other than it's the history with it. So that's really all I know about it. So once again, this is the Montana Bushcraft, bringing you another informational video. Also, like the other ones, I'm going to put this through some tests. And once the weather gets better, I mean, it's negative. Last night it got negative 18 at one point, and it's still pretty chilly outside. I actually had to start my car for a while, but anyways, after the weather clears up and it gets not as chilly, then I'll be able to go outside and try these knives out and see how well they work for me. And yeah, so if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you're more than welcome to leave a comment or email me. I'll be more than happy to respond to them. And if you have any other knives that you want to get looked at or anything else, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to take a look at them. And once again, this is the Montana Bushcraft bringing you another video. And y'all have a nice day now, okay? Take care.